Physical geography in Qalqilya. Qalqilya has a lot of native flowers, but here's just one of them. It's called a turban buttercup. This is a hoopoo bird. It's the national bird. Guava is a really important fruit in Qalqilya's culture. When it's the right season, everyone loves to go out and pick guava fruit.
Welcome to Qalqilya Zoo.
One of the main attractions in Qalqilya is the zoo. The zoo has faced a lot of rough times, but they are still up and going. The zoo also has a very interesting background story. Around the 2000s and 2003, a very sad thing happened in the Qalqilya Zoo. Qalqilya was attacked by the Israeli Defense Force. It was a very sad time since around 20 of the zoo's animals were killed, including one of the main attractions, the giraffe.
Zoo. There is no zoo in another city in the West Bank and Gaza Strip, so it is the first one and maybe the last one also.
Since Qalqilya is a very small place with borders, it is really hard for them to get resources that they need for the zoo, as well as the lack of economy.
Welcome to the demographics portion of this video. First, we'll talk about and give a breakdown on the population. The population of Qalqilya is currently somewhere around 52,000 people, which is quite a lot for such a small city. Most of the people there are Palestinian, and the major ethnicity is Arab. 70% of the people there are refugees or descendants of refugees. The major languages are Palestinian Arab and Palestinian Arab Sign Languages. Next, let's talk about the major religion. Finally, it's the extra stuff that can't really be categorized that well. The major economic activity in Qalqilya used to be oranges, but now because of the border wall, they've been separated from their farms. They use the Israeli new shekel as their currency. They use the electric type outlet H, and they drive on the right side of the road. Here's a photo of the Israeli new shekel and of the electric outlet type H. Welcome to the section about the culture. First, let's talk about the food. Some foods that originate in Palestine include hummus and falafel. Some foods that are commonly eaten in Qalqilya is hummus, falafel, roast chicken, and pizza. Now on to the clothes. Next is all about the holidays. Qalqilya celebrates many holidays, including Palestinian Declaration of Independence Day, the birth of the Prophet, and the Islamic New Year, as well as many more. And finally, there are the superstitions. Thanks for watching. Bye.
The Palestinian National Authority, or PNA, is the government ruling Palestine. Currently, Palestine is a democratic government. This is Mahmoud Abbas, the Prime Minister. In Qalqilya, they're holding the elections for the next mayor. Trade is difficult because Palestine has no ports or any other ways to access it by sea, limited airspace, and only one road to get in and out because of the barrier wall. Due to that, Palestine mostly trades with Israel. Over 80% of Palestine's economical activities are with Israel. Common exports include cement, base metals, iron, and steel. For hundreds of years, the land that Palestine sits on has been fought over. In the Arab-Israeli War, Palestine served as a safe place for war immigrants, and when Israel declared independence, it named Palestine as its own state. Even though Palestine was declared as its own state, Israel still occupies it. The West Bank barrier wall was built by Israel to keep Palestinians from attacking Israel. It was proposed that Israel is going to annex the Jordan Valley. The Qalqilya Zoo is the only one in Palestine. It also employs most of the city of Qalqilya. Al Amal School for the Deaf is a big school in Qalqilya which teaches over 100 deaf students. The city hall is also an important place.